scholars, welcome back to the Counselor's Office. I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor, and we are back with some more marathon news. Is it news or is it more of like Comedy Central? Some of these updates, the things that we find out, the more that goes on, I get your popcorn, kids, get your popcorn. A popcorn over here, go get it. There you go, popcorn over there. Get your popcorn, because man, even if you don't like marathon, you can still enjoy the comedy that comes from talking about it. Guys, there was a big announcement update from Bungie and Marathon about essentially the networking and their security. Now, was it the I'm sorry. Was it the dedicated servers as the highlight that everyone was spamming? Was it dedicated servers that had the highlight? No. Was it the fog of war, which kind of sounds pretty interesting. Whether it works or not, we'll find out very quickly. But interesting. Was it just the client security itself that was getting all the highlights and buzz, especially from the cult of Bungie? No. Do you know what it was? It was perma-bans. I wish I was joking, because it would sound less stupid if it was a joke. But it's real. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The big buzz, the aha, Marathon's dominating, Marathon takeover, hashtag we're winning. Perma-bans. Now, if you're like any other gamer that maybe you're not part of the extraction world, you stop to think to yourself, isn't that like how every other online game is? And you would be right. That is how other online games are. In fact, you have people who understand and actually keep up with Marathon who are like, how is this not the norm? Bungie themselves on their own Marathon the game made it the biggest fucking deal. It wasn't just the Bungie bots. It wasn't just the cult of Bungie. It wasn't the full on, sucking my thumb doormats. It was the company themselves. Guys, anyone found cheating will be perma-banned from playing Marathon. No second chances. Oh, I'm glad you clarified that. I'm glad we clarified that, because I thought we were going to get like multiple chances. Hey, can we get a check? Does Call of Duty do perma-bans? Oh, it does. Wait, what about Halo Infinite? We talk about Halo. They're the creators of Halo. What about Halo Infinite? Oh, it perma-bans. Got you. What about Delta Force? 10 years? I mean, that might as well be a perma-ban. Who knows if the game's going to be around in 10 years. So, okay. What about Fortnite? Oh, they don't do what do you mean they don't do perma-ban? Oh, they ban you from queuing and playing multiplayer, but you still have access to their shop. Dude, that's a Chad fucking way to ban someone. We're gonna ban you from being an actual player game, but hey, at least you can buy our shit. You can keep buying our skins. Yeah. What about Rainbow Six Siege? Oh, perma-ban. Got you. What about Tarkov? You know, the other extraction shooter? Perma-ban. That's right, perma-ban. Why are we so fucking stupid? What? Listen, why was it perma-ban that was the big fucking deal? I'm so baffled that they had such a slam dunk in like, hey, dedicated servers. Maybe dedicated servers is unique. It's just unique for people who are slaves to Bungie because they've never known what dedicated servers are. But there's feels like there's things you could chew on, you could really celebrate. But most people are like, why the fuck are you guys celebrating the normalcy, the normality? Why is this a big fucking win? We'll get to why in a minute. We'll get to the real reason. But you even have like all these updates. They got dedicated servers, all that jazz. That's great. But even Salta Greppo brings up a good point. Genuinely wondering if this is a way of them saying no actual appeal system and dozens of false bans like D2. Which, by the way, that is a big problem, is that there's been multiple false bans in Destiny 2. Still think they should only permaban when needed with proof of infractions. No reason to perma false positives all the time when not certain, but we'll see. Again, I have zero faith in Bungie when it comes to cheaters and or bans, because it seems like they ban random people. You just posting clips or saying things on tagging DMG and people get banned. But in game, you have dudes who are literally Harry Potter. But I do think it is kind of funny. Let's be honest. Why are people hyping up the bare fucking minimum, especially when it comes to Bungie? Like, that seems like the common trend. It's really weird. This is just like Destiny 2, where Bungie will set something on fire and then they will do the bare minimum, which is fix the fire. And then everyone's like, oh my God, Bungie. Oh my God, you're the best. W. Oh my God, Bungie, you're the best. Oh, thank you. You fixed the Thank you for listening. Oh my God, Bungie. Now let me suck your dick. That's pretty much what you see online for the cult of Bungie and just the weird cultist. It just, the bare minimum, and everyone's like, yes. It's so fucking stupid. But let's be honest. Why people like amping up even Bungie on their main account? Why are they trying to make a big deal? Everyone knows why. Because Arc Raiders was doing the 3 strike rule. That's right. And by the way, that is fucking weird. Why? The only reason, like, headcanon I can think of is that they ban for 30 days, then they expect the cheater to come back and then they can watch the account. And if their ban system, like their cheat software doesn't pick it up, they study the dude or whoever is doing it, and then they pick up the cheats again. I don't know. That's maybe giving them too much credit. But when everyone thought that Bungie put their dick on the table and said, haha, perma-bans, we do the bare fucking minimum, look at thy dick. Arc Raiders with their update was like, you what? And they put their dick on Bungie's face and said, we have perma-bans too. You can't make this shit up. We are seeing people, like, competition's good. Like, let's be honest, competition's good. But when the bare minimum is bans, what the fuck? No one wins. That's the bar is so fucking low that perma-bans is like, oh my God, Arc Raiders has perma-ban now. Oh, Marathon perma-ban. Like, out of all the things to be excited about and to praise, and like, just the bar is so fucking low. You can't make it up. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Anyways, talking about what the fuck is wrong with people are starting to call out these bot accounts, which is good. You should call out these marathon bot accounts. There's like hundreds of them. They're annoying, they're obnoxious, and they're mostly made within the year. Like, you can tell, you can look at it. If it says 2026, you know they're some one dude. We've already seen people run multiple accounts, just not shilling for marathon. They're like some kind of psyop or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but they almost feel AI, but they're real people, unfortunately. But when you come to stupid things, like, here's the deal. I call out the cult of Bungie in those I make fun of those bot accounts. But when you go and you think you got a slam dunk, you might want to do the bare minimum of actually looking at what you're doing. Rock solid. Rock solid. There are hundreds of recently created accounts with the @Marathon's main account in their bio who tweet about nothing but Marathon. True. This statement, 100% true. And there, again, there's liking something and then there's making something your identity before it's even fucking out. And literally almost like you're working for them, which we'll get to in a minute. I can't be the only one who sees how artificial this engagement is. Totally organic and not paid Bungie shields. By the way, I do think that Bungie is paying people to obviously advertise, 100%. But I do think there's people who are literally just that deranged that they are absolutely, like, we call them the cult of Bungie for a reason. They're not being paid. They're just delusional. However, you could type in Marathon and you can find all these accounts so easy, so free. They're right there. You don't have, you can just do, literally just type and look, and you will find these bot accounts. You had a slam dunk, you're correct, but it's like a double-edged blade, because if you don't actually point out the bots, you look like a retard, and you are a bot. How? How do you take a screenshot that has people's bios and say that they're paid shields when three of them are Bungie employees? Oh, gee, guys, these guys are sure talking about Marathon like they have Marathon in their app. It's almost like Bungie pays them. Or they're on Bungie's pay. Guys, they're on Bungie's payload. They're paying them. They're getting paid paychecks. Guys, I can't believe this guy is shilling for Bungie and Marathon. It's almost like they work for them. It's literally in their bio. It literally says what they do. Are we... What reality do we live in where we have people excited about just the bare minimum and people who aren't even doing the bare basic look at the text? It's right there. And it's sad because you were right. You were there. You were correct. But you look like a stupid moron, a retard. Anyways, as much as people think I'm not fair, I'm fair. I will have a laugh at the expense of anyone. Nintendo fanboys, EA fanboys, Ubisoft fanboys, Activision, Bungie, 343, everyone gets a dose of it. Even the people who are on the opposite side that are haters, you get to be made fun of when you do something so clearly fucking stupid. If you're gonna be stupid for my entertainment, right? Let them fight. Are you not entertained? That's how I feel. Also, just to mention something, everyone's like they use like there's a comment saying they only use BattleEye. If D2 has cheaters, then Marathon will too. Pretty cool article. Looks like they thought it out much more than average Twitter armchair security expert. 60 tick dedicated servers are gonna go send it hard. Can't wait not to be shot through walls. And I want to just snapshot that, because I have a very sneaky feeling that doesn't fucking matter. Like, we're talking about BattleEye, where Rainbow Six Siege was completely hacked. We're talking about BattleEye, which, by the way, Tarkov uses it, and you still see cheats and stuff in that. So and we're talking about Bungie themselves. They say they're putting all the bells and whistles. We'll see. We have heard this little song and dance a lot. We've seen people dance around like, guys, we are dealing with cheaters. This is gonna be cheaters everywhere. The real fight is how many, how often, how noticeable will it be compared to other games. At this point, it's not a battle of removing all cheaters, it's a battle of reducing the numbers. How fast can they jump back in? How fast can they adapt? At this point, you will never get rid of cheaters. There's guaranteed to be cheaters in every fucking PvP game. There will always be cheaters. At this point, you just might as well get over it. It's the question, can they combat them fast enough? Can they take down the updates that these websites crank out? And can they reduce the population? That's the big thing. Is Marathon going to do it? Is Bungie going to do it? We will find. And I feel like you will see I think in general, my honest opinion, the most cheaters you will see will be the slam, which may be what Bungie is hoping for, to pull more data immediately, to have a clean launch with no cheaters. I mean, it's a risk reward, right? And who knows, maybe Bungie doesn't ban these cheaters to pull this data and then let them come in. They spend their $40, they get immediately banned because Bungie's prepared for them. And then the websites are scrambling to try to update it. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But I do think you should expect cheaters for the free beta server slam, right? I think that's a reality you should accept. But in general, I think there's a couple good posts to talk about, like Joker. My favorite part of the marathon cycle is being asked to ignore 10 years of Destiny. And that's not me being a hater. From multiple Schreier articles about dev to bleeding players to every DLC needing to be make or break to Bungie, employees saying management doesn't get it. Which, by the way, that is like, these are the massive components. People think that, oh, people are hating on Marathon because they hate. You got to remember that even Bungie's own developers who are working on it told management, we don't want this. We don't want this. Don't make this. No one wants this. Like, you have your own developers saying no, and the higher ups doing whatever the fuck they want. And that's the key thing. So the success of Marathon is not going to be really based, in my opinion, players. It's not going to be based necessarily of like sales. Two of the components are going to really matter. One, Sony. How high is the goal for Sony? Because Sony could be setting Bungie up for failure. We've seen this with Activision and Forsaken. Forsaken popped off. We thought it was success from the gamer point of view, but Sony Activision set up Bungie for failure. They didn't meet the margins of sales that they wanted or whatever, right? Sony is the same way. We don't know. They're hooked into live service. They want that money. They are greedy. The opposite side of that is Bungie. We have seen what Bungie, like, people thought that Peak going away would solve the problems. It obviously hasn't. The infection is still there in Bungie leadership, and people think that just magically goes away with Marathon. It doesn't. And so when you have greedy, shitty decision makers in your company, that will impact the future of any game. And so if Marathon dies, just like Destiny, it's because Bungie is taking the gun to their own mouth. So, and that's something I would be like, just like Destiny, where I'm like always skeptical of, like, I just don't spend money at all anymore. Like, I haven't for the past 2 years, honestly, from the Eververse, but I wouldn't feel comfortable doing anything for like Marathon because of Bungie's nasty habits and historical context. We got GSH illustration, which I think puts the cherry on top. What's wild is that you expect people to play Marathon after you treated Destiny like this for so long. Why in the world would I ever consider investing in another franchise made by your company if this is how you're going to treat your players? And I think don't listen to the Bungie bros, the content creators. I mean, don't listen to them. This is the honest to God truth when it comes to Bungie and Marathon. How can you have faith or trust in a company that has a history of disrespecting its players? That you can argue, you can separate the art from the artist, and it's just some bullshit. Like, again, like I said, if Marathon dies, I do think it's because Bungie will be pulling the trigger. Now, I do have some comments. The past couple of videos like this, I'm always laughing and having a joke and just pointing out some of the stupidity, like the last video where Bungie was deleting comments and paying completely random fucking people that have nothing to do with extraction shooters. That was funny as fuck. And guess what? It triggered some of the cult of Bungie. So we got some good ones we got to talk about. Dude hating on Marathon, dude hating on Marathon is like hating on gaming in general. I doubt you're a real gamer. Bungie are the masters of gunplay. No matter how trash the game is, the gameplay will make you come back again and again and again. Bungie is the only true game developer nowadays, which does not mean they don't have flaws. All studios and gamers have flaws. Games have flaws, but if the game is mostly positive, we can ignore the small negatives. Bungie, for today's standards, are the best. You can't deny it, no matter how hard you haters try and fro. What I can sense, Bungie, the gods of gaming studio, is going to make a huge comeback. Man, that sounds like a Scaro subscriber. You tell me that sounds like a Scaro comment. Holy shit, dude. Hating on Marathon is like hating on gaming in general. What can I say? I think sometimes I can't make a joke because the comment itself is a joke enough. I doubt you're a real gamer. I did not know if, guys, if you don't like Marathon, you're not a real gamer. Bungie's our master of gunplay. Can we just, let's time out. Let's have a come to Jesus moment. Something that people need to hear, that even I was coping for the longest time. And one of the main reasons why it kept me from like stepping away from Destiny 2, even though I still technically am not, let's be honest. The last time I played Destiny was recently, and I logged in, got the taken shader for Destiny 2 and logged the fuck out. Like that was it. That was the most I played Destiny for like several months. Let's have a conversation. Bungie no longer has a premium on gunplay. Bungie gunplay is no longer special or unique. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's one we need to come to terms. Back when Halo 3 came out, it was the pioneer. Unfortunately, the Bungie of today is not the pioneer of first-person shooters. They're doing everything backwards. Let's be honest here. Other first-person shooters, other games have risen. They have innovated. We have, like, even if you hate it, Call of Duty still amazing when it comes to gunplay. Battlefield, amazing when it comes to gunplay. I'm trying to think, like, Tarkov has some good gunplay as well, for even though it's like a hardcore FPS, still great gunplay. Rainbow Six Siege, good gunplay. Like, Halo Infinite, even though it has a lot of problems, the gunplay still pretty good. There's multiple FPSs that have risen to the top. Bungie no longer has a premium on unique special gunplay. It's no longer a selling point. As much as people would love, unless you just don't play FPSs, then I guess. But if you play the flavor of other games, you know that there's plenty of good FPS gunplay out there. And Bungie no longer has that premium. Moving on to the next comment, we have two more. Another one from the same video. Hating is unhealthy. Marathon will succeed no matter how much you want it to fail. By the way, I want Bungie to fail. I don't give a shit if Marathon fails or succeeds. I'm just going to make fun of it. The best shooters on the planet are Call of Duty and Destiny. No matter how much you try to promote hate, people always choose. You know, if you watch the other video from the other day, thousands of people have said their choice. They don't like it. It's not just me. Like, I personally don't like the Roblox guns. That's what kills it for me. Like, it's just traditional Destiny, like, not Destiny, but I guess you could say Destiny gunplay. It's Bungie gunplay. They don't have Halo anymore, so it's just Destiny. And I do love that we are using Destiny as the best shooters on the planet. Halo would like a talk. Hell, Battlefield, like, what the fuck are you talking about? If you, by the way, if you talk to people, the same people that don't even like Marathon also think that Destiny's fucking trash. Like, the reality is Destiny's more of a niche group than you think. Like, if you talk to people, they're like, but Destiny's a joke. And then my favorite, the one where we literally go through thousands of comments. It's not even me. It's just going through thousands of comments of people talking, and I'm just reading what they're saying. You are truly a two-faced guy. Man, you know you piss someone off when they start with a banger. So you have you deleted your Destiny accounts yet? No, I mean, I still have the free-to-play account ready for anything that actually comes out, and then I do have the main account, and then I do have my expansion account for, again, reviews. They're essentially just for reviews. The main account is essentially just not being used at this point. You really are an idiot. Yes, Sony shut them down. We're talking about Blue Point, but hey, there's a niche. Hey, they're a niche studio. Good luck telling that to the people who would rather have Bungie shut down. You really should shut the hell up. I love people telling me to do that, and I just continue to make these videos, and I'm not going anywhere. Everybody asking for Bloodborne or Dark Souls remake. Sorry, but there are a lot less players that will play Souls-like games. Boy, do you not talk to PlayStation fanboys. Whoa, I hate old Soul. There it is. Guys, I hate Dark Souls. Therefore, I think no one else plays them. I hate it. No one else plays them. Nope. They're too clunky, and combat is not fluid enough. Again, there would be way less players because I think so. They should focus on resistance. Amen. SOCOM, real games people want. I mean, you have me at the end. I agree. Like, we should have Resistance. Shout out to people who know what that game is. That game is fucking good. That series is good. But I think you miscalculate. There's a whole fucking genre called Souls-like. Tell me people don't fucking like Dark Souls or any Souls game, you stupid fucktard. Like, imagine a game that has inspired a genre in its name. How fucking ignorant do you have to be? Oh, what a fucking bang. And this is why I like looking at the comment section, because sometimes you get bangers and they make for great content. And this is why I keep doing it, because I get to laugh at the expense of someone who is absolutely triggered. And if you are like these people and you get upset, why the fuck do you watch a video that makes you that upset? I will never, some of my biggest fans are people who don't like me. Shout out to you. Some of you are more of fans than the people who do like me. So shout out to you. You're a legend. You hate watchers who are just dedicated to watching my videos every day, ready to hit that dislike button. Except, let's be honest, most of you loved that Luke Smith video. Some of you were like, motherfucker, I hate his ass, but damn, that was good. A lot of people loved that video. Listen, I have moments. You may hate me, but that video was fucking juiced. And it will be once in a blue moon that you'll see another video like that. I don't know. I was hooked up on Mountain Dew. There's sometimes I can make some fucking bangers. If I was like that all the time, I would go full balls deep into content like that. But your boy, he hits and misses. He hits and misses. Anyways, let me know what you think down below. And again, come on, guys. Just both sides. Like, even for Arc Raiders, the whole celebration, like, oh my god, we got perma-bans now. Like, the bar shouldn't be that low, especially for competitive when we're competing against each other. Like, listen, back in my day, it's fun. Can we just have a conversation that even Anthem, which was a PvE only online game, Glad got banned for doing duplications or whatever the fuck exploit he did. He got insta banned. Like, the bar shouldn't be that low when a dead game even had that. Hell, I think High Guard still live, but even has insta bans. I don't know, but Anthem sure did. Thank you, Glad, for showing us the insta ban or the perma ban. Like, anyways, we are getting closer to the big day, Friday. I'm looking forward to it so much. One way or another, we will get content. And I'm actually excited because I've got ideas of how I'm going to play, whether I get to play, whether like Bungie's like, hey, you're not cheating, but we're going to ban you anyways. Let's find out. Let's see how much Bungie actually watches. That will be such a big hey if they are like, we just don't like you, ban. Well, we're going to find out. Like, I have my suspicions, especially yeah, I just have my suspicions that there are people that watch me, or at least there's people like I've pissed off in the community that are that forward videos and clips to Bungie. So I know that they know who I am, for better or for worse. Especially Pete Grossman. I know one of those people know Pete Grossman. I know they know it. Anyways, I will see you. By the way, Pete Grossman will return. Look forward to it. I'm Mr. Game Counselor, and I'll see you in the next video. Game out.